HSE with Sustainable EHS Consulting, the podcast where we talk about health and safety, environmental management, and sustainability. I'm Barbara Dreka, and today we're diving into one of the most crucial elements of any successful safety program: communication. It doesn't matter if you're in the office, on a construction site, or in a factory. Effective communication is the key to creating a safe work environment everywhere. And it's not just about having the right policies in place, it's about ensuring that everyone understands those policies and can act on them. In today's episode, we will discuss why communication is so vital in health and safety and how you can improve it in your workplace. Let's kick things off by looking at why communication is so critical in health and safety. Imagine you are working in a busy warehouse. There are forklifts moving around, boxes being stacked, and people working at different levels of the building. In a situation like this, if a worker doesn't know the safety protocols or isn't alerted to hazards quickly, accidents can happen in a blink of an eye. Most workplace accidents aren't caused by malfunctioning equipment or lack of safety gear. Instead, they happen because people aren't aware of the risks around them. The number one way to keep everyone aware of risks is clear communication. Here's why it's so important. The first reason is hazard awareness. Effective communication ensures that everyone knows the potential hazards in their work area, whether it's a slippery floor, a malfunctioning machine, or a new construction zone. Without this awareness, workers can walk right into dangerous situations. The second reason is ensuring compliance with procedures. No matter how strong your safety policies are, they are useless if they are not properly communicated. Employees need to be informed about safety procedures and guidelines. Regular updates are also essential when policies change or new risks arise. The third one is emergency preparedness. In an emergency situation, clear and fast communication can save lives. Workers need to know evacuation routes, emergency contacts, and how to respond to specific threats like fires, chemical spills, or severe weather. Now that we understand why communication is so important, let's talk about the different ways communication happens in a workplace. There are several forms of communication in health and safety, and each plays a unique role in keeping workers safe. Verbal communication. This is the most direct form of communication. Daily safety briefings, team meetings, and one-on-one discussions are all examples. Verbal communication is great for quickly delivering important safety updates, like informing workers or immediate hazards or changes in the work environment. The best example is a toolbox talk. These short, focused meetings at the start of a shift are an excellent way to ensure everyone is aware of specific hazard and safety practices for the day ahead. Non-verbal communication. Think of safety signs, warning labels, or even hand signals on a noisy worksite. Non-verbal communication is essential in environments where verbal communication isn't always practical, like in loud factories or construction zones. Written communication. Written communication includes safety manuals, policy documents, training materials, and incident reports. Written communication ensures there is a formal record of safety policies and provides a reference for employees. It's also critical when onboarding new employees or refreshing the workforce on existing policies. Digital communication. These days, technology plays a huge role in communication. Emails, safety apps, digital checklists, and even online safety training modules can be used to deliver real-time safety information to employees. Digital platforms can quickly notify large groups of employees about new hazards, emergency situations, or policy changes. So let's think about how can you improve communication in your workplace to enhance health and safety. Let's go over a few practical tips that will help make sure safety messages are reaching everyone and are being understood. Create a culture of open communication. One of the most effective ways to improve safety communication is to encourage open dialogue about safety concerns. Workers need to feel comfortable reporting any hazards or unsafe practices without fear of retaliation. When workers feel like they can speak up about safety issues, they are much likely to catch potential hazards early before they turn into accidents. Provide regular training. Ongoing safety training is crucial. It ensures that employees stay informed about the latest safety protocols, equipment use, and emergency procedures. Make sure the training is interactive and engaging so that the information sticks. Use clear and concise language. Avoid using jargon or overly technical language in your safety communications. The clearer and simpler the message, the easier it will be for employees to understand and remember it. Incorporate visual aids. Use visuals like charts, infographics, and videos to explain complex safety procedures. These are particularly helpful for workers who might have language barriers or different learning styles. Leverage technology. Consider using mobile apps, text alerts, or digital dashboards to communicate important safety messages in real time. Digital tools allow you to reach workers quickly, especially in fast-paced or large-scale work environments. Regular feedback and follow-up. Always follow up on the information you communicate. Check in with workers after safety briefings to ensure they've understood the message. Also, invite feedback. Sometimes workers will have great suggestions or spot gaps that you might not have considered. Let's take a look at a real work example of how effective communication can make all the difference in health and safety. Imagine a manufacturing plant that experiences several near-miss incidents with forklifts and pedestrians. After each near-miss, the safety team holds a meeting and communicates the incidents to workers. But the accidents keep happening. What's the issue then? They were relying solely on verbal communication during the meetings, and not everyone fully absorbed the information. So they decided to revamp their communication strategy. They put up clear warning signs around forklift zones. They created visual maps showing safe walkways for pedestrians. They sent out regular digital reminders and updates through an app used by all employees. And most importantly, they made time for workers to provide feedback on what improvements they needed. After making these changes, near-miss incidents dropped dramatically. This example shows how using a combination of verbal, visual, and digital communication can have a powerful impact on an organization. To wrap up, communication is the foundation of any strong health and safety system. It's about more than just talking. It's about listening, engaging, and using the right tools to ensure that safety messages are understood by everyone. When communication flows effectively, workers feel informed, involved, and most importantly, safe. Remember, it's not just about sharing information, but also creating an environment where safety is a two-way street, and everyone feels empowered to speak up. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of HSE with Sustainable EHS Consulting. If you found this podcast helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips on improving workplace safety. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next episode.